At 104 Dr. Hinohara taught children to plant sweet potatoes. What simple habits fueled her century of vibrant health? Imagine an Okinawan twilight, where Pacific waves caress coral shores, and the setting sun bathes rice paddies in amber. The air hums with hibiscus and salty breezes, and from a nearby veranda, a family's laughter blends with the clink of teacups. This is no passing dream. This is the life of Dr. Hinohara, a woman who lived to 104, not merely surviving but thriving, her heart brimming with purpose, her body resilient through a century. She didn't chase youth. She savored each day, each choice, each bond, crafting a life of vitality and meaning. How did she do it? How does someone shape a century of joy and strength? The answer lies in the quiet, intentional habits she nurtured daily. Let me guide you through Hana's journey, a path you can walk, wherever you stand in life. Hana knew life's burdens. Born in a fishing hamlet amid Okinawa's Yambaru forests, she became a pediatrician, her days filled with soothing infants and reassuring parents. Her steady hands delivered vaccines, her warm voice calmed fears, and her heart carried her community's joys and sorrows. During World War II, she lost her sister to a bombing, a wound that never fully healed. Yet she pressed on, raising a family and healing countless children. When she retired at 65, many expected her to fade into quiet days. Instead, she moved to a coastal village near her son's family, rooting herself in Okinawa, a blue zone where centenarians weave baskets, tend gardens, and share miso soup under starlit skies. Hana didn't just settle there. She became its heartbeat, teaching neighbors to care for body and soul with simple, timeless practices. Her life wasn't a parade of grand deeds, but a rhythm of care, connection, and faith in each new dawn. What if you could borrow a spark of Hana's wisdom? What if, today, you chose to live stronger, longer, fuller? This isn't about erasing years. It's about filling your days with richness. Hana's story shows health is more than pills or workouts. It's how you think, who you hold close, and the habits you nurture. Her journey offers practical steps you can take, no matter your age or ability. Let's walk her path toward a life of vitality and purpose. Start now, listen, and let her story inspire yours to live well every day. A positive mindset, planting hope. Hana believed a long life begins with one thought: it's possible. In her modest wooden home, overlooking Okinawa's turquoise waves, she kept a small notebook. Each evening, she wrote what lifted her spirit: a child's giggle, the tang of shikuwasa citrus, the rustle of palm trees. She wasn't ignoring hardship. She'd lost patience to illness, felt her knees ache, mourned her sister's wartime death. Yet she chose to focus on what was alive, what she could embrace. "Your mind is a rice paddy," she'd say, pouring jasmine tea for neighbors. "Plant hope, and it grows strength." Harvard research backs her wisdom. People over 60 who view aging as opportunity live longer, with healthier hearts and sharper minds. Hana lived this truth. When she moved to Okinawa, she didn't just find a home, she found a new lens, seeing years as possibilities, not barriers. Mornings, she sat on her veranda, sipping tea, picturing the day: a walk to the shrine, a chat with a friend, a new tanka poem to learn. In 1995, a typhoon ravaged her village, but Hana wrote of neighbors sharing rice and blankets, their kindness a light in the storm. That focus kept her grounded, her spirit resilient. You can plant hope too. Tonight, name one joy: a friend's call, a warm meal, a sunset's glow. Write it in a notebook or on your phone. If writing's hard, just think it. Let it be your first step. Hana's century began with such thoughts, and yours can too. Start small and watch hope grow. Purpose, a reason to rise. Hana's days were never hollow. Retirement didn't dim her calling. At the village school, she taught children to grow vegetables, her gentle hands guiding them to plant okra seeds. When a shy boy, Kenji, struggled to read, she sat with him under a banyan tree, her patient voice unlocking fairy tales. "Find what calls you to the dawn," she'd say, her eyes twinkling. Her purpose was nurturing, whether sharing nutrition tips or helping a neighbor dry seaweed for sushi. Okinawans call this ikigai, a reason to live. They don't retreat at 65. They teach, craft, connect. A Lancet study shows people over 65 with purpose face lower mortality risks. Hana's ikigai was humble but profound. She didn't chase fame, only connection. When Kenji read his first book aloud, his grin brought tears to her eyes. Years later, he named his daughter Hana, a quiet tribute. She also led moai groups, friend circles, sharing meals and support. In 2000, her moai helped a widow, Aiko, fix her leaky roof. Hana, at 80, organizing volunteers with a steady voice. Your ikigai can be simple. Read a story to a grandchild. Pot a basil plant. Join a senior book club at your local library. If mobility's limited, call a friend to share memories. This week, do one thing that sparks joy. Let it be your morning light, as it was for Hana, guiding you to rise each day with purpose, nourishing the body food as medicine. Hana's kitchen was her sanctuary, scented with miso and ginger. She ate simply, rooted in Okinawa's soil. At 10 a.m., she enjoyed rice porridge with tofu and umibudo seaweed, sprinkled with sesame seeds. At 4 p.m., her table held Goya shampuru, bitter melon stir-fried with soybeans, or a one-pot stew of sweet potatoes and kale. Vegetarian since her 50s, after seeing diet-related illnesses in children, she'd say, "Food heals you." She avoided meat, dairy, and sweets, cherishing her body's energy. After consulting her doctor, she added vitamin B12, a small step, to support her diet. Okinawa's Blue Zone diet is plant-based sweet potatoes, greens, soybeans, with occasional fish. Cleveland Clinic studies show such diets lower cholesterol and ease heart strain. Hana's cholesterol was 115, her heart steady. Meals were communal, savored slowly. One evening, she taught her grandson, Taro, to make jamami tofu from peanuts, their laughter filling the air as they kneaded the mixture. Those moments nourished her soul as much as her body. For Americans, try canned beans or frozen vegetables for a quick stew. Check grocery stores for budget options. Swap soda for water with a lemon slice. If changing your diet feels daunting, consult a doctor to ensure it's safe. Start with one plant-based meal this week. Hana built her diet choice by choice, and you can too. Feeding your strength one bite at a time. Moving naturally, a body in motion. Hana never used a gym. Life was her movement. She walked short paths to the village market, her cane for balance, her basket carrying taro or shikuwasa fruit. She tended her garden, planting spinach or clipping herbs, her breath steady. Move because it feels right, she'd say, brushing soil from her hands. She spent 5 to 6 hours weekly outdoors, her body limber, her mind calm. At 92, she walked to a nearby shrine, pausing to rest but never stopping. Okinawans move naturally, tending fields, dancing Eiza, A Stanford study shows walking reduces heart disease risk by 46%. Movement suits your ability. When her knees stiffened, Hana tried chair yoga, following free online videos, lifting her arms gently. Into her late 90s, she strolled to the community center, her independence a testament to small, consistent steps. One spring, she watched a festival, clapping to kachashi rhythms, her smile radiant. You can move gently. Try a 5-minute walk around your yard or hallway. If walking's tough, do seated arm lifts, search chair exercises on YouTube, water a plant or dust a shelf. Every motion counts. Hana's strength grew from tiny steps, and yours can too, keeping your body alive and active. Restful sleep, healing in quiet. Hana cherished sleep as a ritual. She slept 7 to 8 hours in a cool tatami-lined room, the ocean's murmur her lullaby. At 5:30, she rose, drank 2 glasses of water, and greeted the day with peace. Sleep restores you, she'd tell friends. Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine. Studies show 6 to 8 hours of steady sleep lowers heart disease risk and slows aging. Poor sleep, though, ages the body faster. Her evenings were disciplined. No screens after 8 p.m. A cup of chamomile tea from the store. A set bedtime. After a late moai gathering, she slept longer, honoring her body's needs. If sleep was hard, she consulted her doctor for gentle aids like melatonin. You can try dimming lights early, sipping herbal tea, or setting a consistent bedtime. If sleep troubles persist, ask a doctor for advice. Hana's clarity at 90 owed much to restful nights, and yours can too, rebuilding you for each new day. Community bonds that sustain. Hana's world was people. She and Kenzo raised 3 children, their home ringing with sanshin melodies. Kenzo's flute won her heart at 23. He brought orchids and dreams, she'd recall. His death in a wartime raid left a scar, but she stayed open, hosting moai dinners with soba noodles and stories. Her grandchildren called her Oba Hana, their guide. One night, she taught Taro a sanshin tune, their voices blending under the stars. Okinawa lives on connection. Villagers share meals, support each other. Studies show social bonds cut mortality risk by 29%. Loneliness harms the heart. Hana fought it with presence. She sat with Aiko, the widow, weaving baskets. Their quiet moments, a balm. In 2010, a flood hit, and Hana organized a communal meal, her voice a comfort. You can join a senior center, call a friend, or start a phone-based moai, a weekly chat group with friends. Share a coffee or a Zoom call. Hana's heart was full because she connected, and yours can be weaving bonds that sustain you. Gratitude. Joy in the simple. Hana's gratitude was a daily practice. She'd stroll her village, pausing at a blooming dam, butter the scent of rain on coral. Every day offers a gift, she'd say. She'd known lost Kenzo, her sister, her youth's vigor, yet she sought light. Harvard research shows gratitude reduces stress, boosts immunity, and adds years. Her notebook held notes like Taro's song or Sea's glow. When a drought withered her garden, she wrote of Aiko's shared radish, a small act that lifted her. You can start tonight. Name one joy, a call, a breeze, a memory. Jot it on paper or think it quietly. If writing's hard, share it with a friend. Let it anchor you. Hana's century was woven from these moments, and yours can be finding joy in the simple. Adaptability, flowing with change. Hana embraced change like a tide, At 65, Okinawa's new ways meant learning modern nutrition. She stumbled over terms but laughed. Charming neighbors. When her vision faded, she turned to audiobooks, her mind hungry. Life shifts, she'd say. Shift with it. Studies show adaptable people live longer. Their resilience a shield. When a storm damaged her porch, Hana stayed with Taro, their talks forging deeper bonds. If big changes feel daunting, try a small one, a new soup recipe, a library lecture, or a virtual class. This month, embrace one shift. Hana's vitality flowed from flexibility, and yours can too, keeping you open to life's turns. Lifelong learning, a mind alive. Hana's curiosity never waned. At 90, she studied Okinawan herbs, learned tanka poetry, and used Skype with Taro. A curious mind lives, she'd say. She joined a history group, sharing tales of Shuri Castle's past. Taro's emoji lessons sparked laughter, bridging generations. Research shows learning reading, crafts, talks, protects cognition. You can try a library magazine, watch a documentary, or ask a friend about their garden. If tech feels tricky, libraries offer free classes. Stay curious. Hana's mind, vibrant past 100, was proof. Your mind is a spark, keep it burning, alive with new ideas. Closing your legacy. Hana Mori passed at 104, but her light endures. At 103, her village honored her with a community garden, her trembling hands planting a sweet potato vine, her smile a beacon as children clapped. She left a community that loved her, a family that cherished her, a legacy of health and heart. Kenji, now a teacher, stood there, his daughter Hana by his side, a living tribute to her lessons. She didn't seek fame, just meaning. One meal, one step, one kindness. You stand on your shore, the sun warm, your years yours to shape. Be you, choosing health, joy, life. Start now. Sip water, call a friend, note a gratitude. If you falter, take one step. These are your path beyond 100. Hana's journey proves it. Now, walk yours, leaving a legacy of your own.